All right, guys. So tonight we are going to be talking about leveraging your Instagram and trying to expand on that because a lot of us use Facebook, but want everybody to start kind of going outside their comfort zone and warm market with Facebook if that's where you're at, and learn the ins and outs of Instagram. And Heather is going to talk to us tonight about that because she has just organically grown her Instagram with her blog about her paleo lifestyle and recipes. So I'm going to hand it over to her and we'll let her start. Hey, for it, girl.
Hello. Okay, so I forgot to write down my numbers, but I read somewhere that it's like Instagram has 58 times more interaction than Facebook, and like 120 something times more than Twitter. So you need to be active on Instagram. Okay, so let me pull up my notes. It feels weird to not be able to hear you. Okay. Can everybody see that? Okay. All right. So, to optimize your Instagram, first of all, you need to create a captivating bio. Your bio is very important because it's the first thing that people see. And you have only a few seconds to get across what it is you're about and who you are. And you want it to look professional. So make sure you have a good professional profile picture. It doesn't have to be taken by a professional. I just happen to have a headshot that I got taken when I went to a workshop where I learned a lot of this stuff I'm going to teach you, by the way. But if you could have anyone take a picture of you rather than having a selfie, that would be better. Also, a lot of people don't realize this, but you can edit your name, like when you're in your settings, you can edit what your actual name is right here. See, my name doesn't say Heather Holland. It says Food, Faith, Farm, Fitness. That gives people a clear idea of what it is I have to offer and what it is I talk about. And it's searchable. So when people go into the search function, if they type in those words, they'll find me. And you're more likely to search for something like that than to search for Heather Holland. So, what does it mean when it says more at the top? Do I need to do something?
Kyla, somebody's saying that they aren't able to hear. So I just want to make sure that everybody is here. I'm hearing you. Carrie can hear you.
No. There's the chat right there.
Is that what it was coming up? Shoot. Kyla, can you hear us at all? No? Oh, okay. We'll pause for a brief second.
Okay.
Sorry, girl. That's weird. It must be her connection. Because Carrie and I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, while she's actually coming back on, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
that is like so like my mind is blown that you said that you can search food. Like I literally typed in FOO and you came up because obviously I follow you, I think, but
Yeah.
I wonder how quickly you come up if I didn't follow you.
Right.
Like, so that's amazing. And then, so you just go into your settings and edit profile. Oh, and so where it has your name, you can put in food, faith, farm, fitness.
Right.
Ah, that's genius. Okay, cool. So that is good if your name is in your handle or it doesn't even matter.
uh, I guess it doesn't really even matter because people are only going to search for your name specifically if they already know you or they're already following you.
Good point.
Um, so it also, I don't know if it's changed, but I know that there was a limit on how much you could actually put in your profile, and that helps me to be able to tell people more about me
That's true. You're
in
right.
such a small space.
Good. I like that.
Thank you.
Kyla, can you hear us? Are you back in action? No. Doesn't seem like it. What if you unmute, Kyla? I can tell you if it would help. Shoot. Okay. You keep going for it, girl, Heather.
Okay. You muted yourself before you finished talking.
I said you keep going for it, and
Okay.
we'll see if she can get it figured out.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you want to make sure you have a strong description. And like I said, you only have a few seconds to get across what it is you're about. So I'm a health and wellness blogger. I'm a paleo, autoimmune paleo, and wild game recipe developer, a Crohn's warrior, homesteader, on fire for Christ, and madly in love with my BFF, which I didn't really have to put that in there, but just got to let them know I'm taken. um, Also, include an action and a clickable link. I don't have an action in there right now, and I need to change that. Like I need to put get paleo recipes here and then the link. I'm not sure how you guys could incorporate that since, I mean, if you don't have a website, but if you have any kind of link that like gets people to sign up for your emails, you could use that. That would be good. It's not moving now. Okay. Create quality content. First of all, you want to try and find your point of view and embrace it. So think about what makes you stand out. What do you have to offer that is unique to you? Like what makes you different than the millions of Beachbody coaches out there? And it doesn't have to be anything spectacular. Are you a teacher? Are you a dancer? Talk about that. Because people like to relate to you. And then you want to find balance and flow. Find your rhythm. For me, I like to post one lifestyle picture and then one food picture. And I alternate those throughout the week. And then on the weekends, it's more just lifestyle pictures. I keep it real. I don't work on the weekends. And stay relevant. As cute as the little mad cat memes are and all that kind of stuff, just fight the urge to post it if it has nothing to do with anything that you're about. Just say no. And don't break the chain. So if you're if you're all about, like me, food and farm and fitness, I can't throw in something that doesn't fit, you know. Can't think of an example right now, but just don't break the chain. That down arrow is not working anymore. All right, you want to keep them coming back for more. So be relatable. Definitely talk about motherhood. Obviously, that's very relatable. Talk about your toddlers, what you do with them. Here I'm talking about getting my kids in the kitchen and letting them cook with me. Post helpful info, tips, tricks, recipes, products you love, etc. So, like I said, have you wondered if your little one is ready to help out in the kitchen? Mine started as soon as they could walk. Fresh squeezed orange juice is a perfect task for beginners. Just slice the oranges for them and let them go to town. This is good information for moms if they are hesitant to get their kids cooking. So it's a helpful tip, and people like to see stuff like that. Also, turn your captions into conversations. So as often as possible, you want to ask a question. And when you do, people are going to respond to you. If you just put up a statement, you have less of a chance that people are going to interact. So in this one, I posted my question in the top, but it's better if you post your question at the end, like I did with my blueberry post this morning. I got people telling me what they like to snack on in the summer. Compose a pro quality photo. So please do not use the Instagram camera. It is bad. Don't use that. Use your actual camera. Also, there's a function in your camera that you can go to that puts a grid on the screen. So it's like little squares show up, and you can align your picture, make it straight, and make sure things are center or off center. In design, they teach you the rule of threes. You group things together in groups of threes, and when you're taking a photo, you can make things off center. So that also follows the rule of threes. When I do a lot of my food photos, when they're just like something that I just ate, I usually do the plate directly in the middle, but I'll have like 3 things on my plate. So it still kind of follows that. When I do my photography for my blog, it's done differently and things are off center. Clear away the clutter. You don't want a bunch of stuff in your background because it's distracting. You want to try and have all the focus on whatever it is you're taking a picture of. And you don't want it to blend in. So don't take a picture of your chocolate Shakeology in front of the dirt on the ground, because then it's just going to get lost and not pop. Like, you want a good contrast. So use clean, clear backgrounds. You can get like a plain white poster board and use that. I've done that for years. I actually just got a piece of a marble countertop that I use for my food photography, and it's not even a whole counter. It's just a little square that I use. Avoid shadows. You don't want to have like half your face in a shadow and the other half in the sun. It just looks bad. So either all or none. You don't want to have like leaves on your face. And if you can, get a helper. As often as I can, I'll get Josh to take pictures of me or help me take pictures. And even yesterday, Lila took a picture of me. That was a shocker. That black and white one with the Vietnamese coffee, Lila took that. Now, how to edit like a pro. Do not use the Instagram filters. The only one that I like is Inkwell, the black and white one, but I still edit them before I use that. The Instagram filters are just not up to par. There is an awesome app that I use called VCOS. And what I like to do is, well, I'll tell you more about how I do my photos later. But you want to pick a theme, and you want all of your all of your pictures to follow the same theme. So someone can take one look at your Instagram and feel like everything belongs. It all fits together and flows nicely because it's all edited the same way, and it gives you the same kind of feeling. You can go on Pinterest and search Instagram theme, and it'll bring up all kinds of themes that you can use with that VCOS app. And you just pick one that you love the look of and start using those edits in every single one of your pictures. And you can play around with it a little bit, if something looks off. One day you could take a picture in really good lighting and you won't have to turn the exposure up as much. But make sure that it all looks similar. And I didn't follow a theme. I made up my own theme, but I use the same edits in every single picture. And clarity is key. You want your pictures to be clear and sharp. You don't want them to be blurry, and you don't want them to be real dark where you can't really make out what it is. Like if you want it to look like a professional photo, you have to make them bright and clear. And don't clash. That's my trick, is when I have too many colors in one picture that are clashing, that's when I use the black and white, because it looks way better. If I have way too many colors going on, it just doesn't look good. And that's when I use the black and white. Or you could use monotone, and you can use the edits to do that. You can play with the temperature. The more you turn the temperature up, it'll have more of a reddish hue, and the more you turn it down, it'll have more of a bluish hue. And somewhere I read that people are more likely to like pictures with a cooler tone. I'm not sure why. I think we're just drawn to it. So here's an example of how I edited my blueberry photo. Obviously, it didn't look so awesome right here. Can you see my mouse? Okay. So I opened it in the editor. I turned up, what I personally do is I turn up my exposure to 2. I turn up my contrast to 4. And then the highlights, I turn up the highlights to 4, and then the shadows to 2. And those are the edits that I use for every single one of my pictures. Sometimes I'll have one picture that'll just be darker than the others or lighter than the others, and you just play with the exposure a little bit. But I like them to be real bright and clear and simple, because the focus right here is obviously on my blueberries. All right, expand your reach. This is something that I do all the time. Tag brands that you love. If you ever are posting about something that you use, a clothing that you use, a food that you use, makeup stores, tag those brands, because if your picture is awesome and they like it and they see it, they'll share it. And that is going to increase your exposure. So here's a picture that I posted of a That's It fruit bar, and they commented that they loved it, and then they shared it on their own. And it got 414 likes, and those people came and followed me. And that happens a lot because I'm always tagging the brands that I use. So do that. And don't be afraid to reach out to brands and ask them about brand rep opportunities if you're interested. I'm a brand rep for a clothing company called Covenant Gear Apparel. I haven't done anything for her since the fall because she took a little break, but she'll send me clothes for free in exchange for photos. And I post them on my social media, and then she'll post them on hers. And every time she posts them, she tags me, so I get more followers. So you can reach out to fitness apparel or anything that you use religiously. Just reach out to them and ask them, do you have anything available? I'd love to work with you. Another one, I think it's called Paragon Fitwear. I don't know if any of you have heard of it, but they contacted me the other day and asked me if I wanted to be a brand rep. I haven't said yes yet because I've never bought any of their stuff, but I'm thinking about it.
Hey, Heather.
Yeah.
Can you expand on that a little bit more? So you said for the Covenant Apparel, that the girl that you work with, so you said that she sends you the clothes in exchange for your pictures. So you just mean like you take pictures of you in them so she can use them as advertising?
Exactly.
That's it.
Yep. Yeah. See, she sends me, like, last time she sent me like 6 items, and I went out with my aunt. She's a photographer, and she took a bunch of photos for me at once. And I just like kept running in the store and changing my shirt and coming back out. And we took them all at once. And then I emailed all the pictures to her. And then like over a period of time, I would post one to my social media and tag her in it. And then I even I did a blog post with them as well. And then she, every once in a while, she just posts one on her Instagram or on her Facebook, and she uses them on her website. And that was just our agreement that we worked out. I get clothes in exchange for pictures.
Wow. Okay. So give us, I guess, like what's another, I'm looking at your Instagram now, and it looks like, for instance, you tagged like a lip gloss, Oh Natural Life.
Yeah.
And so is that like something similar? You would tag them, and if they saw that, they might reach out to you?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or do you reach out to them?
I do both, actually. If it's something that I've really had my eye on, then I'll send them a message and say, hey, I love your products. I'd really love to collaborate with you. Would you be interested in working with me? And if they're interested, then I'll tell them, what it is that I would like to do. Or sometimes they will come up with the offer, like, would you do a blog post and I'll send you this?
Okay.
And you usually start doing it that way. You do pictures in exchange for product, or posts in exchange for product. But then eventually people are going to start paying you on top of that.
Okay. I guess that was my question. Like, is it just like picture for, like,
Right.
Okay.
And if you're bold enough, you can ask for it up front. But I was never, I just, I didn't have that confidence when I first started. And I have a couple of blogging mentors that are always on my case about it. They're like, stop doing stuff for free.
Oh, so do they tend to work with people more if you have a blog though, rather than just the Instagram?
I think it depends on the product. Some people, or some brands, I should say, they just work with Instagram. Like that's how they market, is through Instagram. And so you don't have to have a blog. For me, when I do blog posts, it's usually a food product. So I'm using that in a recipe.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
but, it's really easy to start a blog if you wanted to.
Well, we can have you work on that another
Yeah. Okay.
no, but this is really interesting because I like that because we all wear, certain brands. We all do like different foods and stuff. So this is really a great way to like reach more people.
Exactly.
Perfect. Thanks. All right. Sorry. You can continue.
That's okay. So yes, if you tag people, you're going to increase your exposure, which increases your following, which increases your customers. Another easy way to make yourself seen is to follow other people and comment on other people's posts. Go to whoever let me think about this, how to phrase it. Think about your target audience and who they follow, and you want to go there to find them. Does that make sense? So, like, my target audience is people who are on the paleo diet or people with Crohn's disease. So I'll go to the Crohn's support Instagram and then click on their followers and follow those people. And they'll notice that I followed them and they'll come check me out. And if they're interested, they'll follow me. And I can also go to the Crohn's support Instagram and comment. And the people that are following them will see my comment and, hey, that girl's interesting, and then come check me out. So that's a really easy way to just increase your exposure. And also hashtag to find and to be found. So if I want to find people, I'm going to go search under mom life. Moms are going to be pretty likely to post 2 months, 4 months, 10 months. That's a really easy way to find, new mothers. Foodie. Those are things that people are going to post. They're not going to post stuff that they don't know about. So I'm not going to find them by looking at things that I'm going to teach them, if that makes any sense. And then to be found under my posts, I post Crohn's, because not everybody that has Crohn's disease knows about paleo, knows about any of the stuff that I post about. And that's my number one thing, to reach out to people. So whoever it is that you want to find you, think about what they're searching for and what they're posting, and use those hashtags. And that's about all I have right now. I hope that was helpful.
That was amazing.
Yay.
Yeah. So you said that you took a class about this, or like a workshop?
I did. Not only about Instagram. I took a workshop for creatives I think it was last February. So they taught me a lot about photography and about social media and blogging, and I learned a lot from it. Like, I had a whole 3 pages full of notes that I took, and we actually went out and did like photography together. Like they had a whole setup and showed us how to work our cameras and everything that I taught you about using your grid and all that. They taught me that.
Oh, okay. And I had always seen the hashtag VCOS, and I had no idea what that was. I couldn't even
Me
tell from people's
too.
posts. I was like, what is it?
Yeah, me
I
too.
might need to, like, Josh is obsessed with that app, my husband, but I like go into it and I just can't even figure out how to use it. But
I tried it once too, and I was very confused.
Oh. Well, if you need more help figuring that out, I can help you.
Okay, cool. And then what was I going to say? I was going to have one more question for you. Okay. Your blog is beautiful, but your Instagram, what I meant to say, is beautiful.
Thank you.
Realistically, how much time do you spend? Like, because I know you post several times a day, which is great, but realistically, how long do those take you?
Let me think about that. Each post itself?
Well, I guess I'm saying like,
can I ask too, like, did you take those blueberries like 10 minutes before and then edit it and then throw it up, or like you
right? That's what I mean. Yeah.
Okay, so actually the blueberry picture, I took that a couple days ago. And what I'll do is if I have something awesome to take a picture of, I'll take the picture and save it for when I know I'm going to need like filler photos. So that was a filler photo. I'm not as instant as Instagram.
No, I think a lot of us do that where we'll do like, if we have our hair and makeup done, we'll do like selfies and like switch out a shirt or switch out workout shirts or whatever. But I guess I was thinking more along the lines of like the editing of the photos because they're so pretty. Like, does that take you a lot of time?
No.
And does it take you a lot of like, I guess, brain time to keep consistent like that with your like theme?
No. See, that's what when I was talking about like find your flow.
Okay.
It'll take you, a few times before you figure out what it is you like, and then you stick with that. If you scroll back far enough on my Instagram, you'll see where I had like one color picture, one black and white picture, and I was alternating those, and that was way too much work for me. That one was because I was like, oh crap, I don't have a black and white picture right now.
Yeah.
I gave that up. But I really like how I'm doing now with a food picture and then a lifestyle picture. And there's not as much pressure on me. And
so it's more the subjects you're alternating, not the way the picture looks.
Exactly.
Okay,
yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And how much time do you spend like trying to find, like going through hashtags or going to your target audience and looking at their followers, and like how many people are you trying to follow a day? Do you have a quota or you don't?
I really don't do it a whole lot. Like, let me think. I'll probably like sit down for like 10 minutes and do it like intentionally. Like that's what my goal is, to go search for people. And then, sometimes we have those random times when we're just in the bathroom or whatever, and I'll just pull out my Instagram and just I'm kind of just playing though, really. Like I'll just search and like, hey, those foods look really good, and click through, and I don't know, it just kind of happens. And like Megan mentioned in the other video, like Instagram is what really got me going. I have been blogging for 3 years, and the first people that were following me were just my grandmother, my family. But once I started posting my stuff on Instagram, it just exploded. So I've always just been like genuinely connecting with people. And I like having conversations with people on Instagram. I'll go on people's pictures and say that looks really good, food, stuff like that. And it doesn't take long.
Yeah, that's the same that I do too. Like I don't put a ton of time into it, but just whenever I'm on there, like, just search a couple hashtags or go into that explore button and pick a picture that I like and then find the hashtag that way. So I'm not even really using my brain. I'm just letting them do it for me.
Yeah.
So you guys had a question and I know the answer, but I can't figure it out right now. Because I know, when we did Crowdfire, when we were able to use Crowdfire, you could just go in and hit unfollow. So I was just going into Instagram and just pulling up. I was just going in and pulling up, I think, followers. So if you go to your followers at the top, and I'm trying to make sense of this as I do it. You go to your followers at the top.
You see that? That does not
you
work.
can see like if it's green, if they're following you or not.
Yeah.
So if I see that they're following me, then I'll click on them. And is it somebody that I'd want to follow back? That's the only way that you can do it, just on your own. I'm using Instagrass. So we talked about that before. And so for every 1,500 that I have it follow, it will go back and unfollow 1,000 people that didn't follow me back before it will follow another 1,500. So for instance, every 2 weeks I've been kind of gauging it. And I wrote it down somewhere, but of course I don't have it. So I've been kind of around 3,000 and over the last 2 weeks, I've shot up to 3,600. Now my following that I'm following is up to 3,000, but since they're so close again, I know that means it's going to flip over to unfollow. And tomorrow and the next day when I get up, it'll be back down to 1,000 somewhere. And then when I get to that point, I just go in and start unfollowing people because it's easier. So I just let it do the majority of the unfollowing and then I'll go in and unfollow. Problem is though, I know a lot of you guys like it for personal use still. And I don't
want it to unfollow Rihanna for me.
I know. Right. So I just don't use it like that anymore. If I want to go find out something about, Candace Cameron Bure, because she was rocking a cross-training couture top, then I'll just go to her page. Or if I want to go look up Carrie Underwood, I'm just going to go to her page. It's just quicker.
That's what I do too.
Yeah.
They changed the way your feed works now anyway.
Yeah. Oh, they did? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see the people that I follow, I don't see it in order anymore. So if I want to see someone's stuff in particular, I have to go to them.
Yeah. I've honestly been doing that too, just with my friends because it's not, time and I'm following too many people. So it's I can never scroll through.
So it's weird because lately, and I say lately as in the last week when I go on Instagram, I see all of you guys first. I don't know why.
Maybe it works who you interact with more.
I know on Facebook, if you interact with messages, you're more likely to see those people pop up in your feed. But I'm not messaging you guys on Instagram, so.
Yeah, but Facebook owns Instagram, so do you think maybe there's crossover? If you have your Facebook link to it or something?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Can I ask a really basic Instagram question?
Sure.
Yeah. Super basic. How do you...
Don't be basic.
I'm basic, hashtag. How do you get your comment not to be completely smushed together? I can't get the line breaks in my comment, or my whatever on my pictures.
I think I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean? When I do a caption, that's what I'm looking for, my caption.
I really, to be honest, I don't know.
I used to
Because
be
I
able to.
I just get lucky sometimes. Sometimes it does squish it and sometimes it doesn't.
Okay. So
So
it's just me.
no, yeah, no, it's not just you. And I had to Google this a while ago. But you have to create your text, your caption,
Uh-huh.
like in notes or in um the Facebook. Like, when you post a status and you hit enter,
Yeah.
you just copy it and paste it over and it will say like that. But for
Okay.
whatever reason, it won't let you create the break there. Um, but talking about like the breaks like that in your thing, how did you get your breaks in your intro or your bio, Heather? Like where you have like a perfect like dash 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 about, because I know I've gone in and done that and it's just smushed. So did you copy and paste it from somewhere else?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I wonder if it has to do with the bullets that I used.
I wonder. So I'll try that. I'll try the bullets.
Okay.
Interesting.
All
Okay. So yeah, does that help, Carrie?
Yeah, I'll try that. Thanks.
So the only thing that I mean, I have nothing to like. That was amazing. The only thing that I was gonna chime in on with the Instagram part was just tracking your people that you interact with in your messages. So if you are using the people that comment on your posts and like on your posts to interact with them, just like we do on Facebook, that Instagram DM box could be gone like tomorrow. And I don't even know how far back it goes, like really. So all I all I do.
I've had like it full before, so I know it doesn't hold that many.
Oh, really? It tells you?
Yeah,
Oh, crap.
to delete stuff.
So, I know you're all going to make fun of me, but I literally just use my very best friend and I just write the handle on the back of the page.
Or you can use Google Streak.
Right. So now you can use Google Streak, or you
Or
can
Teamsy,
also
I guess.
just create a Google Sheets. That way you can kind of access that anywhere you are, like if you're on a different computer or whatever, and just put in the handles. The thing I do like about doing it that way is that you can easily search and see if you've already talked to someone rather than going through a million of these. But honestly, like, I just need it all in one spot for me. That's how my brain works. So it's there. But, when I become a multi 15-star diamond, and so do all of you, we are going to need a better tracker system. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But just write down your handles that you're talking to or that you want to talk to. So just like your, number of people on Facebook a day, if you go to if Heather goes to her Blueberry post from this morning and she sees that there's like 10 new people on there that she's never had a conversation with, that's 10 handles she could write down somewhere and see if she has anything to connect with them on. Okay, so that was that. That's the end of the Instagram stuff.
Can I ask one quick question?
Oh yeah, go. Yeah, sure.
I think that I asked this already and no one had an answer, but there's like no way to do this on the computer, right? Like commenting and like direct messaging, it all has to be through Instagram.
Good question. I don't think so, but if you let me, like I should have already, in one of the groups that I'm in, actually, Josh Coates' group, Art of Recruiting, that I was in, he updates it with information every now and then. And the last update was that you can do, recruiting from the computer, which is easier. Someone figured out how to. So let me watch that. And if that has anything to tell you guys, I will.
Okay.
Okay. So let me watch it tomorrow. Promise. I will. Okay. Because, yeah, I can't stay on the phone either. Okay, let's see. Okay.
What's up, everybody?
Sorry.
So just a couple announcements. Carl did mention today on one of the live videos that he did that Country Heat will be released July 28th. So it will be released to coaches July 28th, meaning you can have people sign up with it for a challenge pack July 28th and not have to wait till like August 1st or whatever, that they can just buy it on their own. So when we're at Summit, and we see it there, our coaches here at home, the rest of everybody on the team will be able to already start using it for July if they want. And then it will be the promotion for August. So start talking about it. Go into Autumn's Instagram or hashtag like Country Heat or whatever, and just start looking into it more, learning more about it. If you're going to post about it, I wouldn't use stock photos because that's what everybody's going to use. Make it about you, make it what you have to offer. And, if it's, I don't really know what I got to offer with Country Heat, be fun and be you and let people want to connect with you and try to figure out how to line dance and lose weight too. Like, because I don't know. What?
I was gonna say we're gonna be in Nashville with shirts that say "Y'all in country," in the boots are the L's. So great photo op.
Yes, that's perfect. Yeah. We all got to wear them one day and take a picture down there. That way we can post it. That'd be perfect. Mm-hmm. That's a good idea. So what was I going to say? Start talking about it. Put feelers out about it. I know a bunch of you already have people who are interested in asking about it. I was going to say, I wouldn't post the stock photos because, guys, I don't even relate to that. I will show you my stomach right now. It is yucky. I don't look like Autumn, and I'm not going to look like Autumn ever. So I just feel like that's going to be hard for people to relate to if you use the stock photos. Okay. Then they came out with some information on the customer leads this week. So I don't know if you saw that in the breaking news in the back office, but so everyone knows that if you hit Success Club 5, you get free leads from the company. If you hit Success Club 10, you get free paid leads initially. And this is if you're Emerald. So what they're doing that's different now is if you've been assigned a lead and they have not purchased anything in 6 months, so let me go back. There's a video and I really want to show it, and it's 5 minutes. I don't know if you guys would stay on. It's from corporate, but it actually really made a whole boatload of sense to me. I could post it in the team, but I want you guys to watch it. I feel like you would all watch it right now if I made you. But they explained it really well. Once someone signs up with a free account on beachbody.com, or just goes to beachbody.com and buys the 21-day fix base kit, they are assigned a coach. And when they are assigned a coach, Beachbody stops sending them emails. So it stops sending them Country Heat releasing August 1st. Watch our new live next Who's Going to Be the Trainer Top 20 reality show in August. They stopped sending them all of that because it's on you. So if for 6 months these people aren't getting anything from Beachbody, this is where you have the time and the opportunity to make a connection with them. And if they don't buy anything or do anything or have a club membership, they will return in 6 months to Beachbody sending emails to them themselves. If they purchase something then, they will go back to you. But they will Beachbody will continue to reach out to them. So the point is that if you're not going to reach out to them, somebody's got to. And beachbody.com is going to take it over. And that once they purchase off there, we don't get credit for that purchase. It's only teambeachbody.com purchases. So if you have leads and you've gotten them in the last 6 months and nothing's happened and you have the time and you want to reach out to them, go for it. If you just got some this last month, I would just start fresh and start reaching out to these people, and don't forget about them, because you never know what they could turn into. So I'll just post the video in the team page for everyone, but I would love it if you guys watched it. It's less than 5 minutes, and it really explains the leads, which one thing I found very interesting that I had no idea was that you can only purchase Shakeology, a challenge pack, or the ultimate reset through a coach. So you can't go to beachbody.com and just purchase Shakeology without you then getting assigned to a coach. Like, you just can't have Shakeology and be on your own. You can't go on and get a challenge pack and then just be on your own. So they get all converted to us, that's what's getting converted besides those free leads. So basically we have those 3 like key tools that we should be giving people. And Carl is saying here, like, I'm saving them for you guys to give away, not me. Like, he's not going to sell a challenge pack and then not provide the coaching support. That doesn't make any sense. So watch that video. Then let's see.
Megan, can I ask you a quick question before you change topics?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Are they able to recognize the difference between assigned free leads versus, like, I have someone who, reaches out to me and they're like, oh, hey, like, I have 21 Day Fix and I bought it from Amazon like 6 months ago or whatever, and I have them at least, like, bare minimum go and assign me as a coach for, like, future purchases? Are they able to differentiate the difference between them signing up and picking me as a coach versus a lead that's assigned? Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's like, it's totally different. So that won't take away from your leads. Like, if you have a friend who signed up,
that hasn't bought anything in forever, but
that doesn't take away from your leads. No. Good question though. Okay. And then, so if you did not catch Carl's live videos today, I would go on his Facebook page and listen to them while you're in the bathroom, like Heather said, while you are getting a shower, while you're drying your hair tomorrow, whatever. They're short. They're like 5-6 minute snippets each, but he like really hammered in that this is not a business where, like, if you are here to just make money, like, basically he doesn't want you. And basically, like, neither do I, just to be frank. Because that's not why I got into this solely just to make, $35 off somebody, because that's stupid. I got into this because the program literally, like, changed my life, and I want that for other people. So there is no reason that you should not feel like you can share that, and that you shouldn't be able to get someone, started on a journey like you did. And if you do have something holding you back from that, then, you have to figure out what it is holding you back. Did you not complete the program? Do you not believe in the product? Like, because if you don't, then you're just here to sell, and we're not here to do that. That's what sets us apart from the other, nutrition companies out there, other marketing companies out there, anything, whether it's, he called it saran wrap, or whether it's, leggings or whatever. And I'm not saying like it's bad that people want to create other businesses like that. I'm just saying that those are more like they're in it for the paycheck, whereas we are getting that kind of as a residual out of this. Really what we're here for is to help people get healthy. Like, that's what matters. So if you would go in your challenge groups this week and do a live video and hammer into them that, you know, I don't know, just be real. Like I was telling Carrie this earlier, just be real. Hammer into them that you aren't here to get a commission off of them. You are here for them to get results. You're not here for them to just be a number of like 10 of 50 in your challenge group. You are here to see them actually drinking their shake and losing weight and getting stronger and, you know, kicking their Crohn's to the curb and getting off their blood pressure medications. Like that is why you are here. So go into your groups, talk to your people, and let them know. Like, you know, it's helped you. So don't be afraid. He also talked about that he's like, you know, this confidence in the company and the business and that it's so good for you that's why they offer the 30-day money back guarantee. Because why would they offer that if it was a product that was just going to keep getting returned all the time? Like he'd be losing out big time. So use that to your advantage. Like, you know, if someone is like, no, like not, I don't know, not right now, be like, is there something that I could have said differently that might have changed your mind? Do you know that we have this 30-day money back guarantee? Because I am so confident that this will work for you, that like this is just, I'm like, I can give you your money back at the end, even if you drink the whole thing and you decide it's not for you. Like, that's how confident I am. If you drink it every day for 30 days, you will feel and see a change. And most people are going to be like, oh, really? I'll try it, get my money back. And then, you know, 15 days in, they're going to be like, there might be something to this. It might actually be good for you. So use that to your advantage. Like, I really think that's important. And then let's see. The other thing is, if you're not talking about the value that this has brought to you, then other people aren't going to see that value. They're not going to see that there is, they're just not going to see the value in the price of $4 a day. So whether you are, you know, $4 a day because you have Shakeology or Shakeology and a fitness program or whatever, like $4 a day. Everybody has $4 a day. And if you don't have $4 a day, look at it more long term. Do you have more than that to waste if you need to go on prescriptions, if you need to go into the hospital, if, God forbid, you lose, you know, a family member too early and you have to, you know, take up and be the breadwinner of the house, whatever. Can you spare $4 a day now to, you know, not have to deal with being further in the hole later? Just big picture. And that's it. So I just kind of wanted to recap that main thing, but you guys should all go back and watch his points. They were very awesome. Let's see. That's it. I'm also going to be doing, after Summit, a Push to Diamond group. So why Push to Diamond? And what is Push to Diamond? So basically, whatever you are right now, if you want to go to Diamond rank, which is you have 8 coaches underneath of you, 2 of them who are Emerald. So how do you become Emerald? You have 2 coaches underneath you. Diamond is you have 2 of them and 6 more, just coaches. I don't want you to think of this push to that, so that way you can just have this diamond on your name. I want you to think of it as, I would like to push to diamond because that means I am helping at least 12 people change their life. Like, I'm helping at least 8 people change their life, and 2 of those 8 are helping, you know, 2 other people change their lives. That's how I want you to look at the group. So a push to diamond to get to that rank, but that rank because of the amount of people that you're helping and affecting. Not just to say you achieved this rank. So I'm going to do it in August. We are going to do it as a kind of like an incentive group. So if you want to be in the group, I want you to have skin in the game. I'm going to come up with it's gonna be, you're gonna have an entry into the group. It's not gonna be anything crazy, big. I'm gonna come up with a number, but you're gonna have an entry fee into the group, which doesn't go to me. It's going to whoever rank advances and does get those 8 to 12 people at the end of the group. And if it's all of you, then we get your money back, and I am going to add more. If it's, half of you, you split it, whatever it is. But I just think that when you have skin in the game, just like, like when you make an investment in Shakeology and the 21-day fix and a program, you are more likely to follow through. So I want that for you guys. I'm going to give you as much content as I can and as much help to reach that potential. And also just know, like, if you don't get there, that's okay too. But you made the effort and you showed up is what matters. And you were talking to people and you were getting the word out and trying to help people change their life. And just because they didn't say yes right in August doesn't mean they're going to not come to you after Halloween, after Thanksgiving, before New Year's, things like that. So we're going to do that in August. I'll get you guys more information as the next few weeks goes on. But anybody who wants to participate in it can. And let's see what else. That's it. So thank you so much, Heather, because it was amazing. Seriously, so awesome, girl. I know I have a lot of work to do on my Instagram. But let's see. Is there anything? Did I miss anything in the chat? I don't think so. We try to YouTube on it and then YouTube. What did Ann say? What categories used for Streak? Oh, you guys are talking about Streak. Okay, I'll catch up on it. Okay, so that's it. I will post that leads video in the team page, and I'll post this call in there. So make sure anyone who's on your team that didn't see it gets to see it. All right. Awesome.